Hey, Warren, how's it going, brother? I went live just for you a little early, so you'd be able to watch a little bit of show before you go to work or whatever it is you got to do, brother. How was everybody's weekend? Gig and Jody, how are you? Whew, we got a little cool here. Was it yesterday, I think? It definitely cooled down compared to, I forget what day it was. It was almost 80 one day last week. And yesterday it was cool. I know I got up and go to church and started to wear shorts and I let the dogs out and I was like, oh no, that's not gonna work. And so I wore long pants. And then I can't remember. I come home and I had to do something. I don't remember what it was now. Oh, I remember. After church, which got out, I don't know, 12:30, quarter to one, something like that. Hey, good morning, Stan 3. How are you, buddy? And I'd stop at Walmart, which is always just a wonderful experience. I suggest everyone should try it at least once in their lifetime. I wouldn't go for twice, but at least you'd experience it. Oh, shoot, man. And I was there and I was looking at dog food. So I set my phone down to grab this box of dog food and put it in the cart. And when I put it in the car, I looked up, there was a guy wanting to come through. So I moved real quick and then I took off. Got up to the register and realized I didn't have my phone. I was like, oh, fuck, are you kidding me? So I hustled back there to where I was, and naturally it's not there. So I go ahead and ring my stuff out, and I'm like, man, this sucks. Because when you start to think about it, you're the old guy at work. Dang. And when you start to think about it, you got all your contacts and everything on your phone. I need to download mine to something like the cloud or whatever, but I think they said my cloud was full. Yeah, right, Warren, I'm with you. That's what I should do. Where was I? Oh, yeah. So I went ahead and checked out. Well, I'll go by the office and see if somebody turned it in. Maybe someone did. Typically that don't happen. But then I remembered I had that find my phone thing, but I just have to find a way to access it. And I went up to the customer service place. And anybody turned on the telephone here just recently? And I was like, yeah, they did. Hold on. I was like, oh God, thank you, Lord. But he made me unlock it in front of him to make sure that it was actually mine, which wasn't a problem. Hold on there. What did that say? Boat flees scene after fatal collision with Clearwater Ferry in Florida. We know about that gig. That's your area, ain't it, over there? Sure is. Oh, let's see. There's one, two, three, four, five, 6 ambulances sitting there waiting to transport. Goodness gracious. Gonna be 90. Gig. I'm sorry, brother. You can keep 90. But I can't do 90. Did you, Jody? Oh, that is so awesome. Thank you, Lord. That is awesome. That is really awesome. Good for you. I'm happy for you, honey. Get that closing as soon as you can. It'd be nice if it was a cash offer and then you could just close it tomorrow if you wanted to. Yeah, that's what it just said here. It said one's dead and mass casualty event. I'm reading, I don't know, headline. They could be old. One person was killed and multiple people were injured when a boat struck a Clearwater ferry in Clearwater, Florida on Sunday evening. I didn't even know they had ferries over there. All the injured, all the all of the injured individuals were people on the ferry, according to Clearwater Police Department. There were 45 people aboard the ferry, including 2 crew members, when it was hit by a passing boat. It's been declared a mass casualty incident by the fire department due to the number of injuries. All local hospitals have been notified. Multiple trauma alerts have been called, with helicopters transporting two of the more seriously injured people. It took place near the Memorial Causeway Bridge in Clearwater. Coast Guard was notified at approximately 8:40 p.m. The 7th Coast Guard District wrote on X. The boat that struck the ferry fled the scene. Clearwater PD said in a social media post on Sunday night. After the crash, the ferry came to rest on a sandbar just south of the bridge. First responders and emergency personnel were able to remove all patients and passengers from the ferry. We were just enjoying the ride, and then all of a sudden we hear the first mate yelling, "Hey, hey, hey, hey!" One passenger told the news affiliate in Tampa. And then we looked back behind us, and this big yacht just came through the boat. This said a passenger who was riding the ferry with his two kids and his wife, who's 31 weeks pregnant when the couple's third child. The Coast Guard says there were 6 people on board the recreational boat, which left the scene, authorities said. It was later found by a responding agency. If you hit a ferry or something like that, it's probably a good idea not to flee. They're gonna catch you. That's stupid. You should have stayed and rendered assistance to anyone you could. Closes May 19th. That's cool. Heck yeah, you'll be homeless, but you'll have money, so that's pretty good too. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do today. The temperature says it's 54. I didn't watch the weather, so let's see here. 52 now. Temperature drops first thing in the morning. See about. Oh, gosh, dang, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't want to do that. There we go. At about noon, it's going to be 68, and by 3 p.m., it'll be 77. Oh, keeps climbing till 5 p.m., it'll be 79. There we go. 0% chance of rain. I like seeing that. I don't see any little wind things neither, so I think we're going to make it. Oh, closes the 19th. Heck yeah. Are you headed to work right now, Jody, or are you at home and got the short drive to work? It's a great day. Oh, I forgot to pin that thing, didn't I? I don't know how many, uh, what you call it, how many hours that StreamYard let me do this because I canceled my account. Just $44 is just too much, man. I can't do that. I don't even care what. In fact, I think it's wrong anyway to be that high. Let's see, where am I going here? There, okay. Here. There's the chat. Where's the thing at? There it is. There we go. Oh, there we go. Hoop, hoop. What is the date today? Anyone seen Ferris? Oh, there we go. Hold on. Good morning, Jody. That is so
Hmm.
awesome.
I'm on the short drive. I come home last night. I got an audit in like 3 weeks, and I need to all the sleep I can get to work
Oh yeah,
focused.
I forgot what I was doing now. Dang, I am such an airhead. Okay, today's the 28th. That's what I was looking for. You big dummy man. Let's see, right quick there. Open calendar. My nose running a little bit today.
Mine only does it if I get really cold or eat something spicy.
Or if what?
Eat something spicy.
Oh yeah, yeah. I got a buddy of mine, guy I raced dirt bikes with for years and years. If he eats something spicy, I mean, this dude literally turns red and his forehead starts sweating. And by the time he's done eating whatever is hot, he's just soaked in sweat. It's hilarious. I remember the first time I'd ever seen him do it. I said, "Are you okay, man?" He said, "Oh yeah, I just sweat when I eat hot stuff." I said, "That's an understatement. You'd have to bring a change of clothes." I mean, because I sweat a lot, and I'm like, "Geez, ooh."
I don't sweat much.
Oh man, I don't know. I always have, and I don't know why. It's horrible. I mean, I can sweat sitting still. Sometimes I don't know why.
Yeah.
But and I've always been like that, like playing basketball and stuff like that. I always sweated more than anybody else for some reason. And that's before I was heavy. That was when I was still in pretty good shape, even. What we got here? Let's see. At least 80, 68 African migrants killed in the U.S. airstrike on Yemen. Yeah, well, you shouldn't be over there if you're an American. It's not a good idea. See if there's anything else worth mentioning headline wise. Homeland Security, Katie Noem, Noem. Katie's cool. Yes, sir. Don't see any more good headlines. Okay, that'll work for that. Da-da-da-da. There we go. There we go. There we go. And we'll move this over here like that. That's cool. Put it on this monitor. So I don't know, man. I got a loan for some of the money to start, and I had to pay the. Hey, morning, Don. I had to pay the software people in my E&O insurance. I needed about $2,000 to get started on my business, and
Hmm.
so I've got a loan with the credit union, and I assumed the payment start next month. We got the loan early this month, right? Hell no,
Hmm.
they took the payment out Friday, and I didn't know it was going to happen. About broke me. I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" I should have asked. I didn't even think about it. I just assumed it would start next month. Huh. Yeah, so it's going to be a real shitty week.
Is it going to be a weekly payment takeout?
No, it's a monthly thing. My credit union's cool.
Okay.
It started out as a little bitty one
Hmm.
that was one of the factories had it. It was Delco Remy, I think, had it originally. And then when the factories left, the credit unions, stayed, or the credit union stayed because they had so many people. And so it's been an independent credit union all this time. And my aunt, at one time, it was just a little bitty place in a little small. It was by the factory, and it was actually a small converted house where they built onto this house in the back and had this little bank thing. And now I think they have 4 branches now in town. But they're real cool. So we always go to the branch that's down on the south end that my aunt retired from, and mom and them know everybody in there. Good morning, Chris. All right. Stan 3, man. Have a good day, brother. I know it's hard to do, but think positive. Lurking with my coffee. I can dig that.
But the bank account that was just revealed, I had so much put in it.
Can't hear you, Jody.
Didn't have a debit card, nothing. Everything was auto draft. I never even looked at it or worried about it.
Yeah.
And I went in there and signed the paper to auto draft. And she took it and she put it in this basket. And like 2 months later, I got a call from them saying they're going to come take my side by side. I was 2 months late. I'm like, how am I 2 months late when you set up auto draft? And I looked and I hadn't took it out. And they said I never come in and signed it.
Wow,
And I went back to that office and I said, I signed this paper. She said, we don't have no record of it. And I said, you took it and you walked over there on that shelf and you put it in that basket. And you said that was the outgoing papers. And they would get it that day. And she walked over there and it was still in that basket.
Are you shitting me?
So they made it right and said it wouldn't affect my credit score or nothing.
Yeah, I'd reckon they better make it right.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. That's unbelievable. But we're all human. I guess we're fallible. Oh, goodness. But it's only money, man. I'm not going to let it get me down. Yeah, there you go, Chris. You should have got a copy of the receipt thing or whatever. Well, if it's just an application thing you fill out, if it's just a piece of paper and you filled it out, I wouldn't suppose you'd get a copy. It's not like a loan application or nothing, so I wouldn't think you'd get a copy, come think of it. I need to get my filing cabinet. I don't remember if I got a 2 or 4 drawer cabinet in the storage. Good morning, main girl. But I need to get a filing cabinet to start filing my appraisal reports in my work files. Because you're supposed to keep them for 5 years. But I think if I got all the stuff from the work file in a file on my computer and backed up on a hard drive, I suppose I wouldn't even have to keep the actual paper stuff. I could throw it. Miss Jody and Mr. Jody James.
Yeah.
Will says hi.
Hello.
So yeah, I never thought about that. I don't have to keep the physical paper files no more. I just gotta make sure I have a file with everything in it. I know what I probably ought to do today is start working on Mom's Medicaid thing. I called Livestream, which is like one of those companies. They help old people, you know what I mean? They get paid by the government or whatever. This lady was so freaking rude. I was like, never mind, I'll find somebody else, ma'am. I'm sure there's probably not anybody else, but I wasn't talking to her that day. I know that. Because if she was the one who was going to make the decision whether her eligibility or not, because me and her already argued. She kept saying something about my dad's application. I said, no, ma'am, you're not listening to me. I need to start an application for my mother. Well, I see here we were come out and done the pre-visit, home visit, blah, blah, blah. I said, ma'am, my father's dead, okay? We're not doing anything for him now. Unless you want to go, I don't know, sit here by his little box with his ashes in it or something. I don't know what you're going to do. And she's like, well, you don't need to get smart about it. I said, I've only told you 3 times that I'm not doing it for him, and you weren't listening to me. So never mind. I'll find someone else. Well, I'll tell you what. I know Gig said so many new pontoon boats down here, Jody. I wonder if they're cheaper down here.
I heard they was cheaper in Florida.
Yeah. Okay, Don, be careful out there.
That they was like the people, snowbirds, and people would buy them and then would just get rid of them. They didn't like them once they got them or they moved.
Yeah, no, man, girl, she wasn't listening at all. That's it. It's one of them government off. They don't listen to you in the government offices, man. Believe me. I spent 2 months trying to get Dad okayed for Medicaid or Medicaid, Medicare, whichever one. And I was so frustrated. It got to where instead of calling and talking to him, when I would drive over to the office all the way on the other side of town and bring the papers in and have them scan them. And then they stamped and dated them with, after they scanned them. That way I had proof that I'd turned them in. I mean, I can understand, those are busy offices and stuff like that, but, I don't know. I never been there, so I probably shouldn't say nothing. Or I never worked there. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right. I know pontoons they're proud of them. I don't think I've seen one under 20 grand. Which
The
I know,
bass buggies are, but I don't want a bass buggy.
yeah, I know 20 grand ain't much in today's world, but it still for a something you're going to use. Well, up here especially, you're going to use it 4 months out of the year maybe. But I don't know. It could just be me. Hold on, I got to talk to my mom. She's up. I'll be right back.
Check. Hey, main girl. Hey, Gigability. Yeah, John Smallwater's Charter said that the pontoons went cheaper down in his area. Hey, and doing Chris Everett, how you doing? Um, I went and looked at the ones at Bass Pro so I could kind of gauge what I wanted, and I did find some that I liked, but I thought maybe I could find a used one and save like 10 grand off of it. Because by the time you pay shipping and everything, or taxes and everything, they are pretty high. The nicer ones was like 30 something thousand. So I thought maybe if I could find, some of them's only got like 10 hours on them. People just buy them and then don't even use them. And it's 10 to 100 hours, so that's pretty much nothing. Hey FFA, how you doing? But yeah, I'd gladly go to Florida and get a pontoon and bring back.
Yeah, I would buy a used one too. If you take your time and look around, you'll find one that's like new. You know what I mean?
Oh, they're all over Marketplace.
Yeah. Yes, they are. And like I said, if you take your time and search and go see and hey, good morning, FFA. How are you, buddy? Good to see you. You take your time uh and go see different ones until you find the right one. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I got to get a vehicle too.
That would be my number one priority because you have a boat that you can actually use if you have to. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So I would definitely start with the vehicle part, and I would get something that I know is going to last me a long, long time.
I like all the trucks, but everybody's like, get this one, get that one. Everybody's got their favorite. I always like the Dodge.
Then you
Dodge has
buy
always
you,
been my favorite.
then you buy you a Dodge. It's your truck. Don't worry about what everybody else says.
I just want it to last and not be hard on gas.
Now, not hard on gas is kind of hard to do if you get a full size truck.
Mhm.
Morning, dog. Good to see you, buddy.
I thought I'd just go to CarMax and drive some of theirs. They got on the lot.
Yeah.
They got all the.
And then you'll
They got
know
the
which
price
one.
range. Yeah.
Yeah. I always try to find an individual who's selling their truck. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Because then you can go see it and talk to them, say how long you owned it. Well, I bought it since it was new, that kind of stuff. Well, you don't have to have a slip, man, girl. You can always just put it in, go fishing, take it back out, and bring it home.
Yeah.
I know it's a pain in the butt, but that's what we've always done. We never had a boat slip.
It's it's not hard to do a boat, bring it in and out. Once you do it so much,
No, it ain't.
it's just
Especially if you got
easy.
2 people, it's easy money.
Mhm. But I never had no trouble, by myself unless the water was low or something.
Yep, I know.
Windy, windy's kind of a pain. If you're trying to pull a boat to the dock with the rope against the wind, that's kind of rough, but you can do
Yeah,
it. And it just depends how big your boat is.
yeah. I mean, depends on what kind of fishing you're going to be doing, man, girl. You don't have to have a big boat. You can get you a 16-foot V-hull fishing boat and be perfectly fine.
Yep.
I mean, the boat I'm getting Dad's boat ready to try to fish out of a little this year on the state park lake I go to is trolling motor only anyway, and it's only 10.3 feet long, but it's really set up. Really, it's a neat boat for no bigger than it is. It's got a live well and you can stand up in it and it's stable. But I think the foam inside's a little waterlogged. I'm not sure. Because I know the last time I used it, me and Dad used it, it seemed like it set, lower in the water. And I needed a picture to compare to another picture I have from before. But then again, like Dad said, well, we're probably a little heavier than we used to be 10 years ago also. I'm like, yeah, that's probably true.
Some places they probably have to have a slip. They can't park their boat apartments and stuff if you live in one
Yeah,
of those.
yeah, that's true. Or you can find one of them like storage building places that has a
Mhm.
place around it, like the one where my storage stuff is. They have a big area all the way around it where they rent spots to park campers and crap like that.
Yeah.
But see, I'm lucky. My storage place $40 a month for a garage big enough to pull a car in.
Mhm.
I think that's a pretty good price.
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything cheaper anyway. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And I've had it for I don't know how long. I'm getting ready to get everything out of it. I was thinking about just having a big sale. It would be like an estate sale, only just have all that stuff sitting out and put an ad on Facebook or something.
Mhm.
I got a lot of stuff that in there that I don't really need. Like I've got an extra air compressor I don't need. Oh wow, the ocean's 1/10 of a mile from your house. Yeah, that's cool. Or house or
Now,
HOA won't let you put your stuff in the driveway. Yeah, gig. That's the worst, isn't it?
now, Maine girls got a different problem than we do.
Yeah,
We ain't got the ocean. That's a completely different animal than what I fish.
yeah, yeah. If you're fishing the
I've
ocean, yeah.
I've watched them launch and try to get out over them big waves coming in and stuff. And if I had to do all that, I'd tell you I wouldn't fish. I wouldn't have a boat.
Oh, yeah, I know the place you're talking about. I've seen that video where they try to get out and it's got the big rollers and it's always
Yeah,
drowning the boats. Yeah, I've seen that.
yeah.
They're not all, yeah,
I
they're
just
not
wouldn't
all
have a
like
boat.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're not all like that. See if anybody I know died. Doesn't look like it.
I'm scared of the ocean. I'm scared of sharks.
Yeah, buddy, they'll eat you.
And if you don't think there ain't none in there, you crazy.
Oh,
They're
the,
everywhere.
the
They're just
first
like
time,
they're fish.
the first time me and Justin went down to Florida surfing, I never even thought about it. You know what I mean? And we're out there paddling around and everything, and then we come home and I don't know, maybe 40 miles up the coast from where we were, there was a shark attack
Hmm.
at the same time. Then I started, paying attention. I was like, geez, dude, they get a lot of shark attacks up the East Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had never really thought about it,
Hmm. I think about it every time I go, but uh, I went out on that pier and fished, for sharks, little fishing, little
Yep.
baby one that size of little small catfish. But I talked to the guy that was selling the stuff, and I said, "I bet you enter in the water all the time, you and your family." He said, "No." He said, "I don't let my kids in this water." He said, "I look down and see the sharks swimming right beside the people all day long."
No kidding.
He said, "Yeah," he said, "I would never let my family swim around here." He said, "Don't." He said, "A word of advice." He said, "Don't get a hotel within so many yards, feet of a pier. There's too much
Really?
activity with sharks." Yeah.
And the sharks like it, huh? Wow.
Well, they got everybody throwing their guts and stuff in the water. They're more or less chumming.
Yeah. Yeah, Gig just said that, and they're chummed up.
Yeah.
Lots of sharks. He said around the boat where they're shrimping at, too. Wow.
Hmm.
Yep, I don't do sharks or snakes.
Yeah. He said, "Don't get a hotel near a pier."
I never thought of that before. I'll remember it from now on, though.
Yeah.
Not that I'm headed down there anytime soon.
I've not been since COVID hit.
Oh, heck, I haven't been down to Florida surfing since Justin was a senior in high school. And heck, he's got a kid that's a junior in high school now. That's how long it's been since I've been down there.
Yeah.
We used to go Cocoa Beach and stay on 14th Street, which is, I don't know, like 14 blocks south of Ron John's. We
Yeah.
stayed there 2 years, and then we went down to a town called Indy Atlantic and stayed there 1 year. The place we stayed in, and it's probably not even there anymore, but the place we stayed in Cocoa Beach was an old 2-story old place to sit on the beach. It was cool. It
Hmm.
wasn't a big high-rise condo or nothing like that. They're all popping up there now. Where, in fact, I think when I went there, the hotel next to it, there was our hotel and a parking lot with beach access, and then a parking lot, or on the other side of the parking lot, there was another hotel kind of like ours, and it got trashed in the hurricane. And the second time we went down there, it wasn't there no more. And the lady that ran the little one that we stayed at for the owners, she said that they're trying to buy it. That the big condo people are trying to buy them out so they can
Hmm.
build a condo there. Now that the other one's gone, and she said the owners was pretty much fighting them tooth and nail. Said she got a lot of inspections from the city. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think it's Clearwater. Is that what it's called in Florida?
Yeah, that's on the Gulf side.
That's my favorite place to go. I get this older hotel that's about half a mile away from the beach, and
Yeah,
it's on the bay.
yeah.
It's got boat slips and everything behind it, and docks to fish on, and I just walk out the back door and go fish. That's what I do most of the time back there.
That's cool.
Well, that's what I used to do, but I ain't been in, like I said, 3 or 4 years. But I went other places in Florida, and I didn't like it near as well as I did that place.
Yeah.
There goes my brother. Uh,
Yep, the Gulf Coast is a different world than the Atlantic side. Hmm. Yeah. Main girl said she went shrimping in a tropical storm one time. Yeah, that's a bad idea. Waves get real big on the ocean. Like real big.
yeah, I hate choppy water.
Hmm.
I'm not that. I went out on a sightseeing boat for dolphins, and I about died. I didn't think I was ever gonna get back. It's like on a party boat. I did a Groupon thing, and it was a horrible experience. The downstairs was hot, and then if you went up on the top where it's all open. I was already burnt, so I couldn't go up there because I was getting sunburned even more. And I was like a cat in a car. I was trying my best to find a way, just dying to get back to the shore. Couldn't take it. Worst 2 hours of my life.
That's too much.
And all we did was chase this little boat that had the dolphins jumping in its waves. And I'm like,
Really?
can't you? Yeah. I'm like, I should have been on that boat.
Well, hey, me and Justin would get up early in the morning down in Cocoa Beach and paddle out, and there'd be dolphins swimming around us.
Hmm.
I remember the first time one of them fins come up, me and Justin was sitting there, and I freaked out because it was right behind him. I was almost yelled shark, and then another one popped up. I'm like, oh my God, they're dolphins. Thank God.
I still would freak out. Them some big old fish.
Yeah, dolphins are cool,
It,
though. They
it,
surf.
it don't take it don't take much to pull you underwater and keep you under there.
Yeah, but dolphins won't do that. Dolphins would probably
But
help
they
you out.
like to play though.
Yeah.
And they're very curious. I don't want nothing that can grab hold of me and yank me under. But a catfish could if you was in the water.
No kidding. Hey, crazy, or Cat's Crazy World, how are you? Set anchored in 20-foot seas. I couldn't do that. I'm sorry. I'd have to draw a line. There's no way I could do that. That boat was rocking, wasn't it?
I'm going to go on a cruise this year, so I hope I don't have to. I hope I can make it. I'll be walking around with a life jacket on the whole time.
I've never been on one. I don't know if I would like one or not.
I don't know.
I'm not a structured kind of guy, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
And it's like Mom always asks me, well, what are you going to do this week? And I'm like, week? Hell, I ain't even thought to tomorrow yet.
Yeah. Well, it's almost time. I have to jump off and run in, clock in. I'm
Okay,
late.
don't run. And have a good day at work.
All right. Bye, everybody. I'll be listening.
You were sedated. Nice. I'll bet I'd have to be too. And the waiting part would be the worst, wouldn't it? You got to wait and wait. Would you have to wait until the seas calm down a little bit? Yeah, I don't know if I could do it or not, actually. I doubt it. Yeah, gonna be a long week. All right, Warren Farley, good to see you, buddy. I'm glad you got to come in for a little bit. When does YouTube pay their money out? 402 Outdoors. I don't know if I know who that is. Warren's been creeping in the background. He came in earlier when I first started and said he was said he could watch for a little bit, but then he had to go to work. I don't even know how much money I got on the YouTube thing because I don't know how to find it. Sat on hook, that means anchored down, waiting on waves and stuff to mellow out. So y'all ain't like them people up on that Alaska show. I don't know. How many hours do you get a month on the free StreamYard? Anybody remember? I don't remember. But I think it was 20. So if I do my show 4 times a month, I could do 4 hour shows and still have a couple hours left over, I guess. Alarm went off. Tell me it's time to get up. I'm late. Oh, okay, yeah. Over 10-foot seas, I'm headed back in anyway. That'd be huge by the time they get to shore, man. It'd be surf heaven. Hmm. So you just sit there anchored out. We got to play cards and crap or what? Some big boat like that, you got cook and things like that also, or do you guys cook your own? 402 Outdoors put out a doc video catching huge catfish. I'll have to look up. If you can, Chris, post a link to it. Because otherwise I wouldn't know how to find it. Let me pop up another window real quick and see if I can find that. 402 Outdoors. Let's see. I'll be right back. I'm on my popping up another screen here. Mm-hmm. 402 Outdoors. Let's see what we come up with. Okay, yeah. The one with the girls. Heck yeah. Nothing. So you had the girls. Yeah, I like it. I go fishing. Hold on, I'll post a link for everybody. Copy that. And paste here. Reed and Smoke Pot. I like it. No, I'm not new to sharing, so shut up. Go away. Yep, there's the video, or the link, I mean. That definitely has some big fish. Looked like you had, what, 3 young ladies there fishing with him. Lucky them. You know that Deion Sanders boy thing on the draft stuff? You think they could get them for collusion? They could get me a screen for the sliding door because I like to leave it open. Like right now, I'd like to have it open, with a little cool air coming in, but too many darn flies and stuff come in, so I can't do it. Did I miss Telly coming in or something? Hold on. Oh, good morning, Telly. I didn't see you, honey. I was looking at that or finding that video. Good morning. It's good to see you. Working from home. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I'm hoping some orders come in today, actually. There should be. It's end of the month, so they should be starting their packets for next month. Because I think most mortgage companies like that, most mortgage companies like that pay at the end of the month, I think, or they may pay at closing. I don't know. Yep, I have some of those in the freezer, Jody. You're right. Quick and easy. Oh no, they are low carb. I didn't know that. See, I don't know that. That's what gets me. They talk about these diet things: low carb, protein diet. I mean, I know what proteins are. Meats and stuff like that. I know what that one is, but I don't know what all that stuff is. So I don't know how to do it or what to eat. I wonder where Rustic's at this morning. Rustic, where are you at today? And the sun coming up. Oh, at least it's lightening up back here a little bit. I wonder if Eric's driving today too. Yeah, the sun's coming up a little bit back there. It looks like nice. Hunter said, "How old are you, Chris?" Oh, that ain't gonna work. That's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, there we go. Back up there. Okay. I don't know how to do that. Oh, you're 64? No kidding. You got some of them good genes then. Hey, what's up, champ? All right, champ. Good to see you, brother. I'm glad to see you up and out today. I can't remember what I was going to try to do now. Oh, yeah, text Eric. Hold on. I know I got dead airspace, but it is what it is. Oh, man. "30 be out there catching fish every week." I think I see most of your videos are just, shorts. They're pretty cool, actually. You don't go live, do you? What to do today? I need to mow, man, but I don't know. Anyone else got to mow twice a week right now because the grass is growing so fast, or is it just me? I mean, I mowed the other day and you can't even tell. I need to get my weed eater out and go around the house too. I might do that today. I don't know if I got any weed eater gas or not. We'll have to see. It And I don't know. Gas seems to last longer when it's pre-mixed, you know what I mean? As opposed to just regular gas as far as setting, shelf life, I guess is what you'd call it. Well, you got once a week up there. Hold on there. I'm getting lost here. I don't keep up very well. I don't see anything. Grass is full throttle now. It is, ain't it, man? It's driving me nuts. I can't wait till summer and it slows down. I'm sure if we get a drought and it turns brown. And I use little guys my grass depth. When he goes out, if it's touching his belly, it's time to mow. Oh yeah, you're further north, aren't you, main girl? That makes sense. Yep. I plan. I think what I'm going to do, start with my garage just to start out. If I got an empty trash can the night before or the day before trash day, I'm just going to fill it up with junk in the garage. Oh man, that's cool, Chris. That's what we done when I was a kid, man. We went and mowed grass and done stuff like that. And we would always charge less than the other kid in the neighborhood. But, we didn't weed eat or nothing like that back then. Yeah, gonna be a pretty good sunrise, maybe. Can't tell. Looks like it's gonna be cloudy. Should probably watch the weather. That's cool. Church yesterday wasn't that good, really, but, it can't be a home run every time you're up the bat. But our preacher's been on vacation for a few weeks, him and his wife. I think he's my age, maybe a little bit older. I don't know if I can't remember for sure. Sprite, baby Sprite. Ain't got no caffeine in it, does it? I can't have that. I gotta have caffeine. Let's see if I missed anybody here, because I do space out some. I don't see nothing. All the way up the river rat. Yep, we're okay. So Gig's gonna go fishing this morning. I could go fishing, but that wouldn't be very productive, would it? Let's see here. Oh, what was I just getting? I am such an airhead. I was getting ready to pull something up. I slide over here to the other computer, pop a window up. Now I can't remember what I was going to pull up. God, I hate when that happens. And it happens a lot anymore. For instance, I was going to the dollar store yesterday afternoon for something, and Mom wanted some Diet Pepsi, so I put an X on my palm with an ink pen so I wouldn't forget the Diet Pepsi. So I go in the dollar store and get, I don't know, a couple of Red Bulls or something. Come back out to the truck and sit down and get ready to start the truck. Look at my hand. I'm like, what the heck was it I was supposed to get? I had the X, which I caught and thought, oh, I'm supposed to get something because I X'd my hand, but for life of me, I couldn't remember what it was. Whiting and Pompano just loaded the boat. The big, oh, never mind. I forgot. Gig, don't listen to me. I'm brain dead. Did you say you was going shrimping today, Gig? Is that what it was? I forgot. No, highlights look good. I'll be right back. I gotta go pee. Bam. Gotta power wash the north side of the house. Getting that kind of green mildew looking stuff. 60,000 shrimp last week. 67,000. Jesus. But I guess you can order some stuff that you spray on. And it makes it easier to clean off. I noticed I got the north side of the house and then part of the front north part up there needs it too. Hold on a minute. I got a question. Hold on. Let me scroll back up a second. Why didn't the Pompano just load in the boat? What do you use those for? Morning, Nate. Yeah, I almost was going to do it, and then we had the one day it got almost 80, and I got a little excited. You know what I mean? And then I realized how cold that water is right now, and how not warm it is right now, and thought, don't be a fool. Billy, don't be a fool. Wash your house later. Where John's at this morning. He would get that one. Bugman's one-hit wonders. I don't know where the sun comes. It's kind of neat to watch. In the wintertime, the sun comes up way far on the right side there behind the trees, and it slowly works its way across, until it comes up directly behind the house. And now it's already moved over to where it's a little bit to the left side of the house. And you don't realize how much it moves, how fast, as far as, the going across the sky as you do. You can mark it, but it hadn't been not even 2 weeks ago. It was in a tree looking dead behind the house, and now it's probably, if you say dead behind the house was 12 o'clock, it's probably at the 10 o'clock already, and it's just been like a week, if that makes sense. Okay, I will, man. I trying to think. That's the bad part. I don't watch enough videos, or you know what I mean, fishing videos. Oh shoot! Oh, mail. That's what I was gonna do. Check my email. Yeah, wake up, little man. You got no idea. You're not even awake yet. You've been up for over an hour. Nothing interesting there. Nothing interesting there. Now, shoot, man, I was going to tell you guys about. Oh, Champ, you still in there? Oh, no, you're taking the grandkids to school right now. There wasn't there, Chris? I wasn't going to say it, but yeah, that was the first thing that caught my attention, and I got it over on my other computer for a little bit later. I'm going to watch that. Like Grandpa used to say, it don't matter where you get your appetite as long as you eat at home. Big goodness. If you can hold a beer can between them, they're big enough. Anybody? Well, I was thinking, I got this email from someone I know, and it's about, what's it called? Like red light therapy for your eyes for people with macular degeneration or whatever. And the video broke down how it all works and everything as far as what it does. And they have these glasses you put on, and they shine a red light of some kind. I don't know if it's not ultraviolet. I'm trying to think of the words. And if you do it a couple times a week, it's supposed to help decrease a little bit of the macular degeneration and let you be able to see. Okay, Gig, be safe, man, brother. I'll pray for you while you're out there. Good luck. Hope you guys fill that hall up today. Not hall. What's it called? Starts with a C, doesn't it? It's not called. Sure, I forget. It sucks having a brain like mine these days, man. I'm telling you. But anyway, I ordered some of these red light glasses for Mom. We're going to try it. They're from, you can only get them, you have to order them from England because, of course, the United States wouldn't want us to have anything like that they can't sell you over and over, you know. And we're going to try it and see what happens. I mean, it can't hurt. You're already blind. They're going pretty much 90% blind anyway, so. Oh, I know. It's my brother's wife. My brother had died. It was his wife that sent me the video. So I'm going to check it out. I researched a little bit of it before I ordered them, and it looked legit, you know. My big dog's having dreams right now, I think. Yeah. Man, I got to cut her nails, and she will not let you touch her feet. She had a traumatic experience with her feet and with her nails when she was a pup, and she will not let you touch her feet. So I got a hold of the vet people, and she sent me some medicine. The first time she sent it to me, and it just wasn't strong enough, and my son ended up having to hold her. My son held her down while his wife cut some, and then they switched. And that's with a muzzle on. I mean, like, legs wrapped around her midsection and your arms wrapped around her shoulders between her legs, try and hold her just so you can cut her nails while she commences to go totally ballistic. All right, Chris. Got 12 people in there, ain't a damn person talking. You know what? Might as well, I don't know. I ain't going to sit here and talk all by myself all day. Shit, I'll do something else. And what time is it? 6:30? Well, I got medicine from the vet to kind of drug her up a little bit. No worries, champ. I was thinking I had a question. I can't remember what it was, but I'll get with you later and you can answer it. I have to remember what I was going to ask you. Yeah, I may just go ahead and end this. I mean, there ain't nothing going on. I'll figure out something to do. Be careful taking them kids to school there, champ. I'm going to go down fish with Champ this summer, I think. Little Mains to school. Hoo-hoo. I see you, man, girl. Be safe, please. Time to get the little Mains to school. I like it. That's the best thing about when your kid gets to be a teenager, besides the fact they know everything then, but they start driving and you don't have to take them to school no more. My son was on the swimming team. Anyone have any swimmers out there? You know what I'm talking about. 4 o'clock every morning, we had to get up to get him back to school by 4:45 for swimming practice every day of the week, except Sunday. New shirt jacket coming today, legendary Whitetails brand. Cool. But one of the happiest days of my life is when my son got his driver's license. And I was like, yes. I said, I'm so glad you got your license. Guess what? I don't have to get up tomorrow morning. He was like, what? You're not going to take me to school in the mornings? I said, no, I got you a car, pal. Sorry, you can drive yourself now. New shirt jacket. I got a couple of those nice soft jerseys. That one from River Cat, John from River Cat Tackle sent me one. It's really cool. And then I got one from the Vets with Nets that I bought myself just to support them. I'm looking at my notes I wrote myself. God, I hate when I can't even figure out what I wrote the note for. I'm going to have to start writing my notes in detail so I know what I wrote it for. I usually just kind of make like what, a headline or whatever. Don't forget to check blah, blah, blah or whatever. But evidently, what do you think, little guy? See any bunnies out there this morning, do you, buddy? Huh? I know what we'll do. Freedom. Freedom.
What are you doing, little guy?
Mhm.
Come here.
Mom talks loud because she's got her headphones on. Yeah, I got to yell bunny, bunny, bunnies when I open the door. Otherwise, we have issues. Psalms 32. God, I called to you for help and you healed me. Nice.
Come on. I got a cookie.
Mhm. Let's see what else. What I'm looking at the different. I got a notepad that I take to church every time I go.
Come on.
And instead of opening my Bible, like we're going to go to John 6, 13 or whatever, I just write it down and I go back and read them later. Let's see, what was the date yesterday? It was the 26th, wasn't it? Let's see here. Yesterday's sermons kind of sucked, to be honest with you. I don't guess they can all be home runs every week, though, can they? Let's see. Well, Isaiah is a really good book in the Old Testament. It's a lot of predictions and stuff in that book there. 427. Good call, Indiana Chris. Thank you. Let's see here. That and the book of Acts is pretty cool. It kind of gives you the early stages of when the church first started and stuff. One small dog like a Shih Tzu. Yep, I'm with you, Jody. The little guy was supposed to be a Chihuahua, but he wasn't. But that's all right. He's still my little guy. He's cool. He gets tired, he goes in and gets in bed. Everybody knows the verse John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he gave his only son so that everyone who believes in him will not perish but have eternal life. Everyone knows that one. But 3:17 is actually a better verse. For God did not send the Son into the world to judge the world, but so that the world might be saved through him. So wait, there's a better version of that, actually. But I always think that John 3:16 is good for, to introduce people to what it's about or whatever. But I always like 3:17 because it tells you why he done it. Instead of, we understand he gave his son for everyone to be able to have forgiveness. Here's for God did not send his son into the world to condemn the world, but to save the world through him. See, I like that. Whoever believes in him is not condemned, but whoever does not believe in him stands condemned already, because they've not believed in the name of God, one and only Son. There we go. Yeah. For God did not send his son into the world to condemn the world, but to save the world through him. Mm. Let's see. I forgot another one that I liked real well. I have a Sheltie. That's cool. I never had a little dog in my life until I moved into the apartment when I got divorced, and it was me and my son. And I wanted a dog because Justin was in high school, so hell, he wasn't home ever, sports and girls and everything else. So that's when I started looking around for a little dog, and the dog before little guy, Bonzer, he lived 18 years. They're almost exactly identical. So little guy, because Bonzer was half Chihuahua, half Jack Russell Terrier. And he wasn't as big as a Jack Russell or as small as a Chihuahua. He was in between, but he lived a long time, so I got another one. What was I looking for? I know they said something about it.
Well, me and little guy had our morning cookies.
You did.
Yes.
I'm glad.
Eyes are better.
Hey, morning, Wildcat Riggs. How are you? I got to get my camera ready for the sunrise, guys. Hold on. There we go. Let's see. I have to go over here and get a picture of the sunrise.
It was lack of food, I think, yesterday and the day before, and pooping. I can't take that Duralax anymore. I have to use those pills.
Morning, Wildcat. How are you, buddy? Let's see if we can get us a picture of the sunrise real quick. You want to go out, little man? You got to go potty? Come on. I'll open the door and let you go out. Let's do that. I don't think till that she's getting up. Maybe she does. Come on, buddy. Let's go warn the rabbits that you're coming, okay? Hold on. Go hide, rabbits, hide. Here comes the puppies. Yep, I don't even know if I can see the sunrise. I think it's behind the barn now, actually. It moves that fast. That part amazes me. But it's pretty anyhow. Even though you can't see it, the sky itself above it's pretty. Oh, goodness. I'm glad y'all got to hear about Mom's bowel movements and stuff. Hey, Roger, how are you, man? Hadn't seen you in a while. I know you was taking off somewhere. I hope you caught some fish. Oh, man, I'm telling you now. What was I looking for? Oh, yeah, I remember. So much to do and only one of me to do it. I gotta look up a book called The Late Great United States. No. I can't remember where I heard about now, but I got it written down somewhere, so it must be something I wanted to see what it was about. Actually, I got a little bit of a headache today. I don't get that. Oh, The Late Great United States. Let's see what we got here. I may have that book actually. Now that I think about it, on my Kindle thing. Huh. Yeah, I think I got that one on my Kindle. Hey, good morning, Eric, buddy. I missed you yesterday. I tried to come in your live and I seen you wasn't there, and I just want to make sure you was all right. What was I? I was just thinking something and I forgot it. That drives me nuts, man. I was reading some word, Eric. It must have zoomed over to you and told you, hey, you better go over and check out Bug Man. He's reading the word right now. No. Yeah, that's not it. There we go. He's got a few books out. Cool. $7:43. It's 6:43 here. Where are you? Oh, you're an hour ahead of me. Where are you at that you're an hour ahead, I wonder? Oh, maybe East Coast time. No. What was it? Gosh darn it, man. I got to quit forgetting what I'm thinking. I was going to go do something real quick. I can't remember what it was. I was going to get something. Let's see here. Canada. There we go. Remember the two guys from Canada, the McKenzie brothers? Is that what it was? When were that? I was like in the 80s, I think. I know what I was going to get. I'll be right back. The best thing about the bunny season right now, the dogs stay out longer because the bunnies are underneath the deck. Well, they can evidently smell them through the cracks of the deck, so they walk around smelling the cracks till they get tired of doing it, I guess. But they stay out much longer. SCTV, there you go. Take off, eh? Hoser. Yep, things were much simpler then and more fun. SCTV, yeah, I remember that now. And then public access television, every town had it. And it was always full of some of the most no talent having people making videos, which it was kind of the precursor to YouTube now to think about it, wasn't it? Oh, goodness. I made a slab of ribs yesterday. Oh, wait, I think I can see that sun. Just a little bit of it. I'll be right back. Oh, shoot. There it is. Kind of cool out here this morning, guys, ain't it, huh? Yep, if I step over here, I can see it. I know it. Well, maybe not. Let's see. Where would I see it? Right. Sun rising right through there. Right between the barn and the tree there. It's amazing how fast it moves across the horizon. I mean, this time last week or the week before, it was coming up behind that tree there. And it's moved that much. And that's short time. That's pretty interesting. How fast it goes. Because in the wintertime, it comes up back through there. And it slowly works its way across. You didn't say slowly, it actually works its way across pretty quickly. And now it's coming up over there and you can see it. Anyway, hope you like it. Good morning, America. Good morning, sunshine. There we go, guys. We got our sunrise video for today, fellas. You come in or you staying out till you're still chasing bunnies? All right. Little guy, don't you be digging. You hear? I'll cut your front paws off. There you go, Tilly Billy. You coming too, little dude? Come on. Hey, I'm not going to stand here all day with the door open. You're not ready yet? Okay. He's like, Dad, I ain't caught a rabbit yet. You kidding me? I am not coming in till I catch a rabbit. That's cool. No, there you go, Eric. Always just go live on YouTube if you have to. I know you can't bring anyone up, but you can still talk and have. Can you still have a chat on YouTube also? I don't know. I don't remember. Oh, you ready to come in now, huh? Okay. Come on. You always just gotta wait, don't you? I see how you are. Then you're afraid Kelly might get something you didn't get, even though you're not. Either of you're not getting it. There's no treat trip this time, remember? Oh goodness. Somebody's talking or something. Mom's phone, I guess. But I agree with you, brother. Ain't nothing gonna stop you. Well, I was talking about a minute ago, Eric, was you know how you have John 3:16, which is an awesome Bible verse. One of the most famous, actually. But I actually like 3:17 because it tells you why God gave his only forgotten son. You know what I mean? That makes sense. I know that it does. And it says, for God did not send his son into the world to condemn the world, but to save the world through him. That's just one version. That's the version in the NIV Bible. Which I never knew, the difference in all the NIV, King James, and all that, New American Standard, but I got 3 of them. So I'll read a verse like that, and then I'll go see what it says in one of the other ones. They're always about the same, but they're a little different. Huh. I don't know if I've ever went live on YouTube or not either. I don't think I could figure it out. Now that you mentioned it, I don't remember. I'll have to play with it today because I only have, 20 hours of StreamYard time. They did send me a survey yesterday. Because I forget, I sent them a question about something, and someone got back with me about the question, and they sent me a survey the other day. See how the service call itself went, which the person that helped me it was not a service call, it was a chat thing where you type in the chat back and forth chat window on their webpage, and the person was real helpful. So the first part of the survey or whatever, it asked, how was your service, blah, blah, blah. Did your thing get solved, everything? And I was like, did it get solved? I put yes and no. But then it had a place to make comments, and I definitely made comments about their price and that they probably lost a lot of people, but they won't never tell you that because it would affect their stocks. Yeah, Chris, do tell, because inquiring minds want to know, like me and Eric's. I'm going to have to start using it too, because I'm not paying StreamYard, not what they raised it to. I said, you're crazy. What are you doing now? The sun come up and you see the goose, huh? Well, let's see what we got out there. Oh boy, that's a good one, isn't it, fellas? So you see the sun come up, now you want to go again. I'll tell you what, ain't you something, huh? Ain't you something? Come on, I'll let you out there. We've been in all winter time. We might as well go out as much as we can, right? Run, bunnies, run. Go, bunnies, run. The sun's up. You gotta hide because the big evil dogs are here. Oh well, that's fair to warn the bunnies.
You
Good.
talking to me, Debbie?
Nope,
Oh, I'm sorry.
it's all right. Hey, Ed Jenkins, how are you, buddy? It because they killed a baby bunny last week, and I wasn't happy with them. So I told them from now on I'm going to yell when I open the door so the bunnies know someone's coming. I use an Android, yeah. And let me see. I'll try it on my other phone and see what happens. Exit out of the Bugman show. Let's see here. Click on the little X. Nope. Yeah. And then hit live. There we go. Okay, I got it. Hey, Eric, all you have to do when you launch YouTube, the little X in the middle there, you got like home, shorts, the X, subscription, and you hit that X, and at the bottom it comes up video, and you can slide it over. It says video, shorts, and then live, and you hit live if you have an Android, that is. If you have an iPhone, I don't know what to tell you, and I'm sorry that you have an iPhone. What's this? John Parker caught a big fish. Oh no. John Parker posted Ernest Smith fish. Champ 30-30. Listen. Wait. It's Ernest's song.
It's so easy that a caveman could do it. Well, it don't take long. He sets the hook and they're jumping. He pulls them in, throws them back, does it all of a sudden. The mud on his boots, the sweat on his brow says it all. The river rat definitely didn't miss his call. Whoa, Ernest Smith, the river rat. Yeah, he makes
Oh, I like it. Ernest Smith, the River Rat. Good job, John Parker. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, really good. That's on Facebook and John Parker's Facebook. A song about River Rat 30-30 Champ. Hey, Dominic Halls, what's up, brother? How you doing today, man? See, we start talking about scriptures and look at all these people. Eric come in, Dominic jumps in. I'm telling you, God calls those people when you do that stuff. Oh, hey, Butter. Jesus, we ain't seen you forever. What you doing, Butter? You want a treat? Okay, I'll get you one. We got butter today. How's that? That's cool. I'm coming, Tilly. Hold on. We get butter a treat too. Everybody gonna get a treat this morning. Well, maybe. If we can find a decent size one for butter. Let's see what we got here. Now, most of them broke up, don't they? There we go. There's 3 decent ones. There you go, honey. Chili Billy. There you go, little guy. There you go. Hey, Butter, how you doing, buddy? I'll rub your head for you. There you go. Have you a pepperoni. There. See you later, buddy. Okay. Yeah, I know. I got to mow the grass. I'll get it. Did you swallow that whole? You know it. You're supposed to chew it up, dummy. Get out of here. See you later. Bye. Do you want to go back out and chase him? Is that what it is? Go on, little man. Oh, you want to see if he dropped any crumbs? Okay. Butter came over. He hadn't been coming over in the mornings recently, just in the in the afternoons. He has a path worn in the grass from my house to his. And if he poops in my yard anymore, he's not going to get treats no more. Because he's a big dog, you know what I mean? We know what big dogs do. Hey, Uncle Lou, morning, buddy. Good to see you today. Eric, if did you try, or do you have an Android or an Apple? You got a Droid, don't you? If you do, it was easy money. If you did, you see what I said about it, about how to do it? Uncle Lewis. It's gonna be a beautiful day today. I think it's gonna warm up. If I was smart, I'd throw that carp bait that River Rat sent me and go carp fishing. Wouldn't be the responsible thing to do, though. I got stuff I need to do. Probably shouldn't do that, but it's still a good idea. Okay, that's not important to us. Okay. Exclusive of QB needy teams reveal, or executive of QB needy teams reveals the real reason behind Sanders' 2025 draft plunge. I'm telling you, man, he should be able to sue the owners for collusion. Where you going, Dom? Bring a CR500. You bring that, I can't kickstart it. So if I know how the rule used to be when I was a kid. If you can't start it, you can't ride it. So I got an out on the 500. You bring it though. I love to hear it run, man. Those things sound awesome. Bang, 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 bang. Yeah, you think about that back in the day, and they had 125 to 250 in the open class, and them guys rode the heck out of those 500s, and that's impressive, especially at the like motocross designations and stuff. Oh, cool. I know I talked to Kristen Telly yesterday on my way to church, and I think I'm going to fish the midnight tournament with them. Bar any unforeseen circumstances. And with my life, you know, that's always iffy. Oh, okay. Yeah, Jenkins, no, I left it up in Ohio, long story, but they ended up putting a gouge in my tilt trim cylinder. They're going to fix it and deliver it. Oh, wow. No kidding. A 510. Did they sleeve it? I'm trying to remember what year. Oh, they went to the Nicade plated or whatever it's called cylinders on the two strokes. I can't remember. And you couldn't bore them. So all you could do is bore it out and sleeve it if you had room. I don't even know if you'd have room on a 500. But when you sleeved it, then you were just back to the old cast iron sleeve, or cylinder. NiCad, thank you. I couldn't think of the word. And so if it went to a 510, they probably did. They bore it and put a sleeve in. I know my dad's friend that owned a machine shop. He used to do a lot of jugs like that, sleeving them. And I'm trying to remember the name of the company that sold the sleeves, because I forget. I had I think it was my CR250. I had it sleeved. It might have stuck a ring in the side of the piston ball one time. And even though that NiCad stuff is really strong, it's not that strong. Not running across the field wide open strong. Ed, I wonder how they're going to fix it. I wonder if they're going to take it all apart and, well, I guess it depends on what they're made of, wouldn't it? If it's made out of that like pop metal stuff, it'd be kind of hard to weld. I guess you could and fill. And then they'd have to, if they'd done that, they'd have to run what's it called, through the cylinders back and forth to smooth it out if they'd done it that way. Dave Bozarth, howdy, brother. Oh, there he is. Hey, Dave, how are you? I'm missing stuff because I'm looking out at the sunrise and everything else. I don't pay attention. Let's see here. I got to check my count. Oh, you know what? I think Mom has a virtual today with the pain doctor people. Nope, that's tomorrow. Okay, today's the 28th. And I have an appointment at the VA Wednesday afternoon about my hand. Because there's something going on, man. It's like they gouged the piston shaft on the cylinder bug, man. They're replacing the whole tilt. Oh, really? That's cool. They're replacing. Yeah, I didn't suppose. I mean, I know the old guys that had the machine shops here and stuff. They would never order a new part. They would either, weld it and bore it and sleeve it, or weld it and bore it. And they just didn't believe in buying new stuff. They used to crack me up. I mean, they would do that to a Briggs & Stratton lawnmower. I'm serious. I'm like, wouldn't it be cheaper just to buy another lawnmower? Well, no. I'm like, okay. Wildcat Rigs, they do have counseling for people like you, because anyone who would put a 562 stroke motor in their dirt bike needs to have their brain examined. There ain't no way, man. Maybe if you were making a hill climber out of it or something. I don't know. That's crazy. I couldn't even imagine. I had that 85 CR250 I had was so fast I had never got a top out going across the soybean field, pick soybean field in Enduro or whatever. Never had a top out. That's Dominic laughing at 16th to 18th. What's the 16th to the 18th, Dom? I missed it. When's the gathering? Oh, okay. Yep. I won't be there this year. I guess I'm destined just not to be able to ever go to the gathering. Something always comes up. Thank you, Dom. Appreciate that. But yeah, the first year of the gathering, I had the camp spot and everything reserved, and that's when Dad got diagnosed with cancer. And, So things were kind of crazy that summer, so I didn't go. And then the second one, he was just too sick. I couldn't leave him here for the weekend, with Mom. I had nobody come stay with him. And then this one here, I can't go to. I'm just destined to live it vicariously through my YouTube friends. I think Bobcat done a couple lives while he was there. Oh, it's pinned up at the top, you knuckle brain. Let me see if I can get it, and I'll send it to you. Hold on. I got to do it. So I don't know how to do it on my phone yet. Hold on. I'll figure it out. Give me a second here. Oh, shut up. Better turn that volume down, hadn't I? There we go. I was playing the River Rat song. Now, what am I going to do here? I'm going to go here, here. It don't work that way, dagnabbit. Eric, you can't get it off the thing is pinned. I gotta send it to you. Hold on, because I gotta copy it here and email it to myself so I can get it on my phone. Well, that shouldn't say that. It should be the link. Okay, I see what. No wonder. All right. I see what you're saying. I pinned the wrong one, didn't I? All right. Who thinks that's unusual? Not I, because I know better. Pinned the link to. Lord, please heal my brain and make it normal again. Goodness gracious, are you kidding me? Mm-hmm. Chris, every day is Monday when it comes to my brain, brother. I'm telling you, it's fried. No, I don't want to go to the web page. See, I'm just having one of remain calm, Bugman. It's not that big a deal. There we go. Now. It'd be nice if it would let you copy it right there, but it won't. So I got to go back here. Okay, it's pinned, but I don't know if he can get that or not. If he can, go ahead and hit it. If not, I have to email it to myself onto my phone and then text it to him. May all acquaintance be shot in the face for being big a-holes. Yeah, dude, where you get all them pretty girls go fishing with you at? That's what I want to know. 402 Outdoors. What's going on, man? Here we go. Shit. Where's 402 Outdoors from? The craziest dock fishing ever. Big fish after big fish, nonstop action. I'm telling you, definitely got some big fish in that video. I'm saying. Hold on, Eric. I'm mailing to myself and I'll text it to you. Give me a second. You know I ain't real fast at this shit. There we go. Put that there. Paste this there. Paste, paste, paste. There you go. Paste this down here. Paste, paste, paste. And send. There we go. Now, well, wherever he lives, they got some fine ladies. That's all I got to say about that. That's all I got to say about that. Let's see, where's it at? Right there. There it is. Damn it. Come on, man. Don't be that way. There you go. I'm having one of them days, man. I best just lock myself in a room and stay somewhere so I don't get in trouble today. That's all there is to that. All right. There you go, Eric. I figured it out. Is that? I have to look a little closer at that, Uncle Lou, when I get a chance. I got a little thin ass sissy mustache, but that's all I got. There he is. All right, Eric. Morning.
I've been back here, you knucklehead.
I don't, man, dude. I'm having a bad day. All right, it's the fact that I could even get that going is a miracle. Sasha has a bigger mustache.
Well, the reason why I came up here is because you keep talking about that they should find the NFL or whatever for
Sanders.
Sanders not getting picked. You know, it's attitude, man.
Oh, I know. I don't get me wrong.
That's the reason. That's the reason.
I understand why they didn't want him. For one, they'd have to deal with his dad and shit too. I just seen an article where he said he fired his dad. But the fact of the matter is, not every team would have passed on him. You know what I mean? Yeah, Hooks, I'll get with you on that today, brother. I'm scatterbrained yesterday.
You also did see that he was prank called too. Did you see that?
Yeah, I heard something about it. I haven't heard the whole story,
But,
I just heard a blurb.
The defense coordinator to the Atlanta Falcons, it was his son.
Oh,
Prank called him. Yeah, prank called him and said he was the GM for the New Orleans Saints.
No kidding.
I find it funny, but
I think
so. It's not. It's funny, but it's not. Because the kids, it's a livelihood.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, technically those NFL teams aren't allowed to get together and do something like that.
Well, it wasn't them getting together. It was them having a meeting, an interview with him and his family, and dealing with that. And they're like, that's just too much drama.
Yeah, but you don't think all the general managers didn't get together on a group call and say, okay, guys, we're going to teach these guys a lesson. Don't nobody touch him till the 5th round.
He'd be glad he got drafted in the first place.
They'll never prove it, but that's what happened. Oh, shit.
And then what other people don't understand is he had the Heisman Trophy wide receiver. That's what made him a lot better than what he actually is.
Yeah, I mean, and the fact he didn't, I think he passed on some tryouts or something like that too, if I remember correctly. But I'm telling you, it's going to come back to haunt him. Wait and see. Kind of like a Tom Brady drafted late, and wait and see. Sasha is a woman. Yep, I know. Uncle Lou said she had a bigger mustache than I do. Hold on, little man. There you go. I don't know what scared you, but you sure come in running in there pretty quick, didn't you? Yeah, I'll have to watch that video so I can find out. I have it froze right now on a really interesting screenshot. And if it's one of the two younger ones with the tank tops on, I don't care about her mustache. That's the last thought on my mind.
Where's old Roostic at?
Oh, no. I haven't seen him this morning. Yeah, Chris, I got your voicemail. I'll get with you. I just had a bad couple days, man, trying to get my brain together and get stuff together. So I had system overload yesterday for sure. I didn't even enjoy church yesterday, and it really wasn't that bad. I think it was more me than the service itself. Mhm. Oh, really? We'll keep that one confidential. But yeah, I understand what you're saying for sure. But yeah, the collusion thing, I don't know, man. That's the NFL owners are almost like a mafia. You know what I mean? They control
big money though. You got to understand that.
a bunch of money.
That's
Yeah. Oh yeah. Them and the commissioner.
That'd make more money than in anything.
That's FU money they control, and the commissioner and everybody. But I mean, and I see the lesson taught, and if I'm Sanders, and I seen something this morning, I swear, that said he fired his dad.
I wouldn't blame him if he did.
Oh, I don't either. It may have just been something that Shiloh Sanders fires his father, Dion, as that hasn't been working out too good, it says. Now, whether it's true or not, I don't know. As Sanders seemingly learned a valuable lesson from his brother. Oh, it's the younger Sanders that fired his dad. Okay. It's not the one that just got
drafted by the Cleveland Browns in the 5th round after they done took the quarterback from Oregon.
Yeah.
That's what makes it even funnier. They already drafted a quarterback.
After starting the draft process with his dad representing him, he signed with an agent. Dad was our agent, he said, referring to his brother Shadur and himself, but that hasn't been working out too good. So today I had to sign with an agent. That probably would have been a good idea about 2 weeks ago. Yeah, probably would have been a good idea a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Unbelievable. I'm going to watch McAfee today. For sure.
You know it.
Yeah, I'm
watch
going
it every day. If you got Netflix, you should watch Raw tonight too, because he's supposed to call out Gunther. He's supposed to call out Gunther tonight. That is.
Out there. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Kill, honey.
Choking him out last week.
Thank you, little guy.
He tried to choke out Michael Cole, and then Pat gave him a big old elbow and shoved him off of him. And then he choked out Pat McAfee.
Really? I don't watch it.
Yeah, he got a fine and was indefinitely suspended.
I know that. Who did that?
Gunther.
Oh, never mind. Never heard of him.
The guy that got beat by Jim Uso.
That's like me talking about dirt bikes to you, man.
I know about dirt bikes. I'm not in the dark.
Mm-hmm.
You're supposed to. You're supposed to pay attention to everything around you.
I do everything that matters.
It's like there was a 3.1 earthquake in eastern Ohio.
Really?
Friday.
Morning, Chadwick.
Friday. I think it was Friday or Saturday. Morning, Chad.
That's a whole
I
state
just thought
away
it.
from me.
I just thought it was somebody falling down, like rustic or something.
Yep. I was up early one morning in Noblesville in my office when we had an earthquake. I remembered it, and I had no idea what it was. It didn't last very long, but it just kind of grumbled a little bit. The little, dirt bikes and stuff up on my shelf kind of vibrated around. One of them fell over, and that was it. Yep, I'm gonna have to do some. I got some stuff I got to get busy today and do.
Yeah, I agree, Eric. I think it's bull that they went to Netflix. But I'm kind of glad because last night I watched a series called Muscle Men on Netflix. It's a documentary on, I don't know if you remember the TV show, The American Gladiators.
Yep.
It's a documentary on them guys.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I have to watch that. It actually sounds interesting.
No, it was, yeah, gee, yeah. Kind of reminds you of the old days.
Yep. Eric B said he misses WWE on USA. Yep.
No, they still have SmackDown on USA, I think it is.
What, on
That's on
Mondays
Fridays.
or Fridays? Is that when it is? Yep. Chadwick, good to see you, buddy. But yeah, man, it's just been, I don't know. My brain gets jacked up. And it seems to affect it a lot when I get under stress. So I got to talk to my doctor and stuff about it. I mean, it's messed up normally, my memory and things like that are always jacked up, but it just seems to get really bad when I get under stress for some reason. I don't understand.
Oh, yeah, I understand that completely. I've been under a lot of stress this weekend, too.
My brain quits freaking. I mean, like yesterday, it seemed like it quit working. I'm at Walmart trying to remember. I even got a list, but I'm still trying to remember what I needed to get. And
Morning, Jody.
Money's tight, so I had to watch how much I got of what, Hey, John, good to see you, dude. I wondered where you was. Slept in today? So, yeah, I don't know, man. I give. I put it in God's hands.
It's probably almost 100 degrees down there, right, John,
Oh, I bet it is.
So I said, I need to have that Florida weather.
Gig said it was going to be, I said it was 77 when he was on here earlier and said it was going to be 90 today down there. Screw that.
Yeah, it's supposed to be almost 80 here today. I don't know how much, but it's supposed to be over there.
I got sun today, rain Tuesday, and rain Wednesday. And
yeah, they're talking about severe weather tomorrow evening. 2-inch diameter hail.
Wait a minute. Me and Giggin was talking about the boat hit. It said boat flees seen after fatal collision with Clearwater Ferry. That's not a car ferry though. That's a people ferry with it looks like a pontoon boat. You know what I mean? I was thinking big ferry that you pulled cars up on. Huh. I'll probably get a ding if I turn that on.
Is he on your couch?
GMA. Yeah, that's the person ferry. It's like a big pontoon. Okay, I see now how it would have killed people. When I think of ferry, I think of, like one of the things you put cars on.
When you say ferry, I think it's something wholly different. I think it's somebody like John.
When I was a kid in Vevay, Indiana, they actually had a ferry that took your cars across the Ohio River, because at the time, I'm trying to think if the loop around Cincinnati was there or not. It may not have been, but at the time you had the bridge across the Madison, Indiana, and then I don't think you had another one until you got over to Ohio. And that ferry there was just, I think you could put maybe 6 cars on it, but it was just like a big flat boat, so you could run over it with a boat. I could see how, but you're going to probably get stopped when you hit the cars. I don't know, man. But yeah, when I first read the headline earlier today, I'm thinking ferry boat. How on earth did you run over a ferry? But now I see it as just a pontoon with like benches in it. It's a big pontoon with benches, and it had like a, canopy roof over it and stuff. But I don't know what I'm going to do today now. I give. I wish some. I hope a couple orders come in. They usually come in on Mondays and Wednesdays. Fairies wear boots, and you got to believe me. Okay, I believe you. I thought that was sheep herders. Hey, River Rat, we just played your song a minute ago, man. Very cool. The one on Facebook, I just found it.
I believe Hogwood played that last Tuesday.
Well, that comes on too late for me. Black Sabbath song. Yep, it comes on. I usually catch the start of it, and then it's bedtime usually. Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be like me.
Morning, Lisa Elliott. Indiana Press.
Good morning, Lisa. How are you, honey? It's good to see you today. Oh, crap. See, I just drew a blank. I was doing something and drew a complete blank. Damn it.
How many concussions you say you had?
3 to 4.
I don't know, maybe 5 or 6.
I had one when I was 14 that was a good one. I had a wreck racing motocross and was knocked out.
Good morning, Ernest.
I was knocked out for probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 minutes maybe.
Maybe you need to have a CAT scan.
I have
See what
had,
you got.
like 5 or 6 years ago when I first started having memory issues, bad ones, you know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. It's hard to explain. It's like I have trouble organizing my thoughts. And the best one I equate it to is working on a dirt bike carburetor. I've rebuilt those things my whole life. I know how to take them apart, put them back together, change jets, tune them and everything. And the last time I tried to do it, I ended up having to have my buddy come over and help me because I couldn't get it tuned in right. I mean, and it's something I'd done, 100 times probably. So I don't know. It's getting to the point where it worries me now because it's getting bad. I mean, I'm only 61. I shouldn't be halfway through typing halfway through a sentence and forget what I was going to say in the sentence. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe it's normal.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sending the text. Nope. There we go. That's good. Time check. 7:34. I got to end at 8 because I got to watch my hour thing. Or does it start over at the first? Does anybody know that?
No, Rustic was telling me you can go in and check for it when it starts and when it ends.
Yeah, I'll have to
in your
look then.
StreamYard account. It'll tell you how many hours you got left, how many you used this month, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I think it's a bunch of crap. They want to charge you 50, 40, $50 for something that wasn't costing you 20
Yeah.
3 months ago.
Hey, Jerry, how are you, buddy? Well, see, they sent me a survey yesterday, and I thought, man, you sent this to the wrong guy. And I pretty much put on there the lady I talked on the chat with about the issue I had was really helpful and done a good job. And I made a point of making sure that that part was clear. And then below that in the comments, I said, I canceled my account because you guys are nuts. Ain't nobody going to pay you $44 a month just to stream that, for fun. I can see if you're making money from it, but just for fun, no way. And, and I even put at the end of it, because this is a survey, I'm pretty sure nobody's going to read this, but it sure made me feel better typing it. You know what I mean? It's going to be a nice day, man. If I don't have any orders come in, I got to do something else. I know I can get my weed eater out and get it going. I don't remember if I got any string for it or not, though. And I need to go around and weed eat around the house. Last time I was doing that this time of year, I was weed eating and looked down. There was a bunny tucked down real low in the grass. It's the very bottom of the grass. I just weed eated right over above his head. You know what I mean? And I stopped real quick and shut the weed eater off. I was like, dude, you got to get out of here. These dogs kill people.
I'll be back.
Let's see what we got here. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. Did you, the one you caught River Rat? I'll have to go over the Flathead. I'll have to go back and look. And I'm all the way back up to the ferries where Boots comments, so we're okay. I did miss Lisa Elliott when she first came in, so I apologize for that. But I was gabbing, you know how I am. Let's see. Chris Smallwater, Jerry Hager. The champ. Hey, J Dog's in the house. Morning, J Dog. How are you, buddy? It's good to see you. Ain't seen you in a while. I was thinking I might have been on your S list there for a while. Was it the J Dog for mayor signs I hung up at Pickle Park, or what that made you so mad? Yeah, I got a lot of stuff I can do, but I'm telling you, this grass is killing me. The geese are out there eating something, but I literally, what did I mow Friday? Was it maybe? And it's up to the little guy's belly already. Northview, good morning. You're sitting on the river? Oh man, I didn't need to know that. Shit, that sucks. Damn it. It's got to be nice living that close to the river, man. Are you above the dam or down at the Licking? Morning, Ernie. I didn't see you carrying a handful of stuff. Let's see here. What was that? Yeah, man, you didn't have to send me that. Jeez, oh. Nice. It's a pretty sky, man, with the clouds all broke up like that.
Those are called Sears clouds.
Yeah, I was talking about the ones J Dog sent me the picture of.
Oh,
They're about like the ones you got there too. Trying to see what kind of rods he's got out there. I know what two. Well, no, I'm wrong. Okay, that's a Whisker Seekers, maybe. Yeah.
why is that means you dog out fishing?
Yeah, it looks like a new Whisker Seekers rod.
You tell me he's out fishing. You can't you can't send him the link. You can't come up. We can watch something real interesting.
Well, I sent it to him, but I don't know if he'll do it or not. I want to see. I doubt
Oh,
it.
yeah. He's too good for YouTube.
Mm-hmm. No, he's smart because he knows it jinxes the bite.
Yeah, that's the reason why, because you believe that crap.
Well, I don't
Fish
believe
don't
it.
know. Fish don't know if you're on YouTube or not. They
I just
don't
know
have fingers. They can't hit the like button.
I don't know why it does it, but it does, man. I had ribs last night. That was the one good thing about yesterday, man. It was a slab of ribs. It was awesome. And I still got 2 big pieces in the fridge. Yes, I'm stoked about it too.
Stoked about what?
The ribs I fixed last night and the fact I got some left over. Mhm. I need to go out and see Sonny, the guy that owns the place where the bluegill stuff is. I had a friend of my mom has a friend that was out there and said that he was acting kind of weird in his house and stuff. So I gotta go out and check on the inside of his house, see what he looks like. Not anything like his house ain't clean or anything like that. He's OCD, but just. And the bad part is he has no family whatsoever. So what happens if a guy like that starts getting dementia? You know what I mean? What do? Because you don't have any rights or anything to, because he's the kind of guy that'll tell you to get the F out of his house before I shoot you. And you better get the F out of his house because he's crazy like that. But, what do I do if he's starting to get dementia? It's a tough situation, man. Diane, girlfriend. What? Girlfriends? Indiana Sports Awards Banquet, huh? That's cool. So if you ain't on the All-Star team, there's a good chance you're not going to be in that anyway. Okay, River Rat, I'll check that out when I get on I got to get that from my other computer, right? For some reason, it won't let me do nothing on my phone with it. Oh, I know, because I deleted the app.
Morning, Terry B.
Hey, Terry, how you doing, buddy? I shot the messenger. Well, the messenger should have kept his mouth shut. That's what he should have did. Exactly. My fish watch YouTube. They know if I'm on. Yeah, they use Chad's phone. Didn't Chad drop a phone there or something one day?
Yeah, I guarantee you that phone's dead. They ain't got no way to charge it.
The fish do. You don't know about fish. You don't know what they got down there. You've never been down there, so don't, you have no idea. They could get it charged like the birds go land on the wires, get charged up, and then they go land on the water and float, and the fish come up underneath them and plug the phone in and charge them. You just don't know.
Listen to this computer. What do they call it? Conspiracy theory.
Well, I learned about the birds were robots from
Cody.
Cody. Yeah, the birds are robots spying on us, man. That's why they sit up on the lines. It charges their batteries. Yeah, they charge it at the hydro dam, you dummy. J-Dog knows. The fish are smart in that Ohio River, I'm telling you. Mama, don't let your babies grow up. Eat cowboy.
Fans. Hey, Jersey. Glad to see you around. That fire ain't around you, is it?
Okay.
Fix me a couple of eggs.
Okay, well, I'll do it as soon as I get done.
Oh, I'll do it.
That sounds like a mess. Okay.
I know it sounds like a mess, but it'll take me a while, but I'll do it.
All right, as long as you want to, no problem. Let me know if you need any help.
I got a load of laundry in.
I heard that.
I didn't realize how much New Jersey forest had. Morning,
Do
Dan.
what? How much force the state of New Jersey had? Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. They a former national enduro champion, 7-time enduro champions from Jersey. I forget what they call that. There's the Barrens or something like that is like a national park type thing or something like that. It's a bunch of woods.
Now it's on fire. Well, it was.
Dominic said he's headed fishing. Yeah, I seen that. Some teenager set that fire, it said.
I just thought it was NJ.
He might be the teenager that done it. You never know. But yeah, I didn't read the whole story. I just read the headline. Said some teenagers arrested for starting that fire. I don't know what goes through these people's minds, man. It's like you ruined hundreds of years of growth. Hey, Josie, how are you, bud? I didn't see you there for a second. I'm sorry. But most people will vouch for me. I'm not seeing very well this morning. Dominic, are you already headed to the river, bud? I know you said you was headed to Ohio. And the biggest question is you going live when you get to the Ohio River? Turn my fan on. It's getting a little stuffy in here right now. What do I want to do? Okay, this goes over here. This goes.
Morning, Dom.
Now we can turn this here. Put it on low. I need to take that fan apart and clean it out. It's a little sunnier there than it is here. y'all see all them dandelions in my yard? Now they're all turned to them little fuzzy things, and if the wind would blow real hard, there'd be a billion of them flying around. You know, little guy about got a, there's a little sparrow landed on the deck the other day, and little guy was going nuts, and then I seen the little sparrow picked up a June bug and flew away, so I told little guy, you leave them birds alone, they're getting them damn June bugs off my porch. No worries, Jersey. I try to read it out the best I can, but I'm not very fast. Dominic said, Jersey, howdy. Jersey.
Today would be a good day to take a bike ride.
Yeah, it would. After it warms up, as long as the sun stays out. I don't think it I checked the weather, I thought, didn't I? It said no chance of rain today. But, yeah, let's see, at 10 a.m. to 10 a.m. till 7 p.m. is a 0% chance of rain, it says, and it shows pure sun from 11 on. Yep, that's cool. It's 55 already. Hmm. 0%. Well, that means I got to do something outside today then.
That truck's over on the side.
You want to go out again, little guy? What do you see out there? Oh, the sparrow. You leave the little sparrows alone. They're eating the June bugs, man. I need to clean or trim your claws too, man. I'm going to have to do that. I'm just going to have to duct tape you to the ground and do it, I guess.
Morning, Ernie Brown.
I'm coming.
See all the land Ernie's been plowing?
Hold
Yeah.
on, get on my damn nerves.
He done rotor tilled most of his yard, so he don't have to mow the grass.
I like that idea. Except for the
Now he's gonna have corn and soybean and tomatoes, and he's gonna have all kinds of stuff growing.
Well, we'll wait until we know he's going to the doctor and not going to be home later this summer, and we'll go raid his garden and get us some tomatoes and stuff. Oh, hold on a minute.
I was talking about because he had trouble with the last chickens he had, a bobcat or coyote or something got him. I said, well, he needs a donkey.
Yeah.
You know what he said? He said if I got him a donkey, he'd chop it up and eat it. I'm like, that's messed up. That donkey would protect your golden chickens.
Yeah. 205 Wild Action. Good morning.
Good morning, 205 Wild Action.
I watched Talladega yesterday. Kind of I don't know. It was climatic finish. It was okay, I guess.
I didn't watch all of it. My cousin came over and had to hook up the stove. Something went wrong with the old one, so I had to put a new stove in.
Yeah, Northview, I understand that entirely. Everybody would rather be fishing than working right now.
Yeah.
Where I would like to just take off and go carp fishing. I want to try out that bait that River Rat sent me, but I really got other stuff I should do. You know what I mean? That and to go to the carp lake, you got to pay $3 for a bank permit for the day because it's run by the city. It's not a pay lake. It's just if you want to fish on their bank, you get. And there's only like 3 places to fish from the bank from. It's big.
I asked Ernie, I said, as big as gardens you're doing, are you opening up a farmer's market?
Heck
You gonna put
yeah,
a stand out there?
that's tax-free money right there, baby. Until Uncle Sam finds out you're doing it, or the city council finds out and they want you to pay them some money. You didn't get a permit to sell them vegetables in your own yard in America. Oh, that's cool. Booked a trip and May said July was way too far out. I can understand that. All right, 205 Watt Action, brother. You have a good day today, man. All right. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, you have a great day.
I'm being realistic, though. A good day is about all you can expect right now.
Yeah.
Especially if you're going to work. Yeah, that's horrible about that ferry boat, man. I got a runny nose today. I gotta say it sucks for sure. Clearwater Ferry. Jeez. I can see why the 3 people in the back are dead. Yes, I can. Oh, that's cool. Nice. Tuna. Yummy. No kidding, John. Heck yeah. 4 months, 4K in 4 months. Heck yeah. That's almost half a new motor. Oh, I remember who you're talking about now, Terry. You guys tried to. Yeah, I seen that actually. John, I watched some of it. It'd be cool. You could charge people to come in and watch it. Dang, J-Dog, are you kidding me? Stacked. Jeez, line in the water, baby. That's what I'm saying. Anchor down, line in the water. Yeah, buddy. So you ain't got to come in already, do you? I guess I could leave the door open. You go in and out. I just got to.
You don't see why he can't just hit the live button, you know. It's not like you catch his fish anyway.
Hold on.
Okay.
Stop, buddy. Let's see what we got. Yeah, I see. Just slam on the gas. I'll do it.
He only catches fish if his brother or his wife's out with him.
What are you doing, little guy? Get your butt in here.
Come on.
Every great once in a while, he might catch a good fish by when he's out by himself.
There you go, buddy. Roll. Go on.
If he's out fishing by himself, he catches Brian B fish, you know, thinking.
That's just got done cleaning my glasses. One minute warning. Well, whatever I do the next 3 or 4 days got to be free. So I guess working around here don't cost nothing. Unless I got to get gas for the weed eater. But that just means the weed eater's going to have to wait.
Some gas is 287 this morning.
Dang, that's cheaper than it is here. Yeah, Mace Dog's probably in school order today. I think he's out there. It's either just him or him and his brother. Him and his brother fish together a lot.
And it's probably him. That's why I said he probably only catches Dinkins if he catches anything at all. So when he's by himself, he just don't seem to catch as many fish.
You think?
Yeah, I know.
Huh. Wonder why that is. Maybe he just doesn't try hard enough because he don't. Shit. Because he don't
Fish
want
don't.
to.
Fish don't like him.
It's a lot of work catching them by yourself. What the fuck happened there? Oh, man, are you kidding me?
Move over, little guy.
Damn it. I'm telling you, I knew better. Hold on, I'll be back. I'm getting ready to say cuss words.
I would say put $1 in the swear jar, but he probably don't have $1.
You know, I ain't got $1 to pay for that. You're right. But I just had the lens pop out of mom's glasses I was cleaning. So that's just going to be the kind of fucking week I'm going to have this week. But I do have this. I'll show you. Because dad's glasses used to break all the time. And I got this handy dandy. Let's see here. Glasses repair kit. It's got everything you can need. It's got different bits. And it's got the rubber thing for your nose. And it's got all kinds of screws and bolts and stuff like that. So, as Spicoli said, my dad's a TV repairman. He's got a bitchin' set of tools. I can fix it. Shut up, Spicoli. Oh, really, John? That's cool. When are you going to do it? Or are you just going to have to wait until after fishing time? That sure looks like it's about as tight as it gets anyway.
Don't believe that. I don't want to hear those fish stories.
And it's actually got a magnifying glass thing that goes on the screwdriver. I have to show you. This is actually a really cool kit.
Good morning, Big Mike.
If you're into gadgets and stuff. Let me come back up here real quick. Let's see here. See, it's got this magnifying glass, and then you put it on the end of the screwdriver, okay? So then you put the little bit, like the Torx bit type thing, or the little bit in the screwdriver, because those screws in the glasses are real small. But then when you look down, it magnifies it so you can see what you're screwing. Isn't that cool? I say it is. I don't care what any of y'all say. And it's got all kinds of little bitty screwdriver bits. This one here is real small that I'm getting ready to do. So the bad part about it, you can't leave the magnifying glass on because the lens is in the way. So you just got to do it the old-fashioned way.
No,
There
fish
we go.
got away.
What time is it? Have I ran over my time? Wait, hold on. J Dog in the house. Hold on. Bam. There we go. Chan Chan. That's a nice channel cat right there.
Suck on that one, Eric.
It's still
Yeah,
a dink.
Eric. Yeah.
It's still a dink.
Then he goes away. That's a nice channel right there, man. I don't care who you are. If you don't think that's a nice channel, then you're just being a butthead. Oh, shoot.
Still a dink.
Still a dink. I take a dink like that all day long. See, I knew those were as tight as it'd go. There's something wrong with them glasses. That's what. Look, Indiana Chris put bait. Yeah, right. That was a hoss. I don't care what y'all say.
You know what Uncle Lou would say, right? That's 2 fillets.
That's too. Yeah, that's throw that bad boy in some grease and go to town. I'm all about that. Let me see. I can get over here and get a little more light. Maybe I can do this.
I don't know if you heard me earlier. How long does it normally take to fix the fiber optic line?
Depends on how bad it was tore up.
It wasn't tore up. It was just pulled.
Do what?
I didn't break it. It just pulled it.
Where's it at?
Gallipolis.
Is it in your house or you hit a main line?
No, I had a main line.
Woo, doggies. Dude, do you know how much that cost?
Tore the whole corner of the truck up, but
No kidding. Yeah, no, see what you got there is to fix that.
it didn't snap the line.
Won't. You're not going to snap it. That stuff's the shielding and the guard on fiber optic cable, the main one on the line is gnarly. It's hard to, even with the special tool, it's hard to cut through. But what happened is he would have stretched it, okay? So they have what's called a pullback. If you ever pay attention to the lines, you'll see like these little horseshoe looking things, about 50 feet apart, and the line goes back and forth through them. That's a pullback. So you got space for when someone like you stretches the line out. Now, the fiber itself will only stretch so far before the fibers break. If the fibers all broke, then you're in for a big trouble. You're talking big money then, because they got to run, at least splice in a new line from that point up to wherever the amp was, or the transmitter. But yeah, if you stretched it how far do you stretch it? Like,
It was stretched pretty far,
yeah,
but it wasn't broke or nothing.
man, dude, I hate to tell you, but I seen people lose their jobs when the company got the bill for that. We literally had our fiber optic network up for maybe 2 months. And it was a run that went straight out of a highway about 20 miles to a town. And a guy hooked it and done just like you said, stretched it a long ways. And fortunately, the pullback's made to break away, okay? When it gets pulled, in the line, because that line's actually wrapped, or there's a thin cable that wraps around that line and the cable, the thick cable between the poles, and it'll actually give and let it slide through there. And sometimes that pullback I was talking about, the two round looking things up there, those will break away, and that line, there's a couple 100 feet of line in that, and it'll let it pull it out without damaging anything. If that's the case, you're lucky. If not,
it wasn't touching the ground or nothing once I pulled away from it.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't. But they got to go back and relash it all. Delash and relash. The first thing they got to do is go to wherever the node is and check the light signal on each of the fibers coming in. Because I know our main fiber line had 12 fibers in it, I think, and we were only using 2 at a time, but they had all them other ones either for spares or else to lease to someone who wanted to use a fiber network. There you go. Be careful that lens still falls out because
I
it's
know.
already tight. I have to figure something out.
Now the company that I was dropping tires off to was complaining about how low the wires were anyway.
Well, see, that's one thing. If it didn't have the proper clearance, then you may be okay. Which
Yeah, it
I'm
didn't have
sure
the
your
proper
company's
clearance.
I'm sure your company's insurance company's going to be out there measuring. We had a guy had his bucket truck come up over a hill in the country, and the amp was just about 30 feet past the crest of the hill, right? And he had to work on that amp, so he went out and set his cones up over the hill a ways. You know what I mean? Well, someone come over the hill and hit the back of his truck with him up in the bucket. He said he looked over just before it hit, or before the person got to him, and he dunked down in the bucket. Otherwise, it would have threw him out. And when the state police reconstruction people got there, they got a tape measure out and measured the distance them cones was. And I forget how many feet they had to be, but he was 1.5 feet past what he had to be. One less step and set that cone down, and they would have been able to say, oh no, it wasn't the car's fault. Your cones weren't spread out far enough. He beat it by his thing. I think it was 80 some feet or something you had to be behind the bucket truck. I drive an FU truck, an F-it truck.
Yeah. When I took the pictures, I sent it to Troy, and I told Troy, I said, I had Troy. He was laughing about it.
Yeah, until he gets the bill.
I ain't getting a bill to go to our insurance company.
Well, that's what I mean.
I mean, I've
It'll
seen
come-
drivers do
oh,
it,
it'll
you know,
come
hit.
to- It'll come to the company too, believe me. Hold on, J-Dog. You got another one?
Yeah, it'll come to the company, but it's not a bridge.
Hold on. Look at there. You got another one? He got maybe been out in the mud or something, or you just drop him in the boat?
Hey, Eric.
Another dink. Another dink.
Yeah, them some nice channels. I don't care who he is.
That wasn't a channel. That was a blue.
Well, then I couldn't see it because I was doing something. Don't drive in there. Fuck it. Let's go. Same fish. John said same fish. Okay, chat people. I hate to do this, but I got to shut her down, so I got hours for Friday. You either get me extra today and don't get me Friday, or you cut it off now and we'll see you Friday. I think we'll do that. And I started today like 5:30 or something like that. So if you're up, you might pay attention. And I mean, we only had like 7 people in till, I don't know, 6:30 or so. Then it picked up a little bit. But I hate
I've
to
been
shut
here
it
the
off for you.
whole
There's 20
time.
people in there now, but I got a bill from StreamYard, $44, and I went in online that minute and canceled it and told them, not going to happen. So I only get to use the free account stuff for now. When things pick up and they offer me a $26 account again, then I'll be back to where we can stay up half the day if we want to. But until
J-Talk
that
should go
happens,
live.
I love y'all and thank you for hanging out with me. I know I'm not a very good host, but I'm doing the best I can under the circumstances. If you had my shoes on for about a week, you'd understand what I mean by that right now. It's just because my work's just started. I haven't got any checks rolling in yet, so I'm really low on money, and it just drives me nuts, to be honest with you. So I'm just going to be pissed off for a while. How can you say same fish when one was a 5-pound channel and the other was a 10-pound blue? Oh, goodness. I better leave
Still
it up
dinks.
minutes. Oh, shit, I forgot the service manual that goes in my glasses kit. But that glasses repair kit's on time, man. But I had to have it because Dad kept breaking his glasses.
If it ain't 20 pounds, it's a dink.
If it ain't, well, hell, I ain't never called anything that ain't a dink then. I would have had one, but somebody stole my fish one time, or I'd have had
Oh, boo honky.
it. Door got opened. I walked through it. J Dog was there. He knows what happened. Your brother was there. He knows what happened for sure.
And they'll tell you, you were too slow. You were too busy talking to Curtis. And Eric
Your
grabbed
brother
the
was
pole
down-
and said,
your
ring,
brother was
ring,
talking
ring.
too. You pushed me out of the way. Hey, Nubby, what's up, brother? I'm just getting ready to shut her down. I'm sorry, man. But I can only do a couple hours of time because StreamYard wants too much money to pay for it. J Dog said, "You want to go, bro?" Oh no, he was talking to John. Never mind. I can say what I want. Hey, Big Mike, how are you, brother? Oh
Want you to go live, bro.
Yeah, I'm with you, Mike. Man, it's tough here right now. I ain't gonna lie, but you know what? I'm blessed in so many other ways. I should quit complaining. You know what? I got my health. I got a roof over my head. And I probably ought to just shut my mouth about complaining, to be honest with you. In fact, I'm going to have to do that right now. I feel bad for even thinking it. But, you know, every now and then you're allowed to just have a bad day. Yeah, I know, J-Dog. I figured it out after a second. Yeah, I seen what he said above that. Then I was like, oh, okay. He's talking to John down in Florida that don't know anything about catfish. He's just a bait catcher. Oh, my goodness. All right, guys. With that, I got to end it. I'm sorry. I'll be back Friday. I don't know, one day this week maybe, but I doubt it. Unless I hit the lottery or something and buy StreamYard. I guarantee if I hit the mega jumbo lottery, I'd buy StreamYard and lower it down to $10 a month for everybody and it'd stay that way.
Nah, there's some people on charge extra like Jody.
I love Jody, so all right. Okay, guys, I'll see you guys soon.